right, everybody, welcome back to KUM News Extra. Now, many of you out there that are parents and have children, or if you watch children, you're probably considering something fun and educational for your kids to do because summer is now upon us. We have an option right here. One camp that's always a hit with people young and old is the UOG Summer Theater Camp. Denise Mendiola Hertzler is here. Denise, Hafade, and welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so good to have you here. So they say all the world's a stage, and essentially that's what the UOG Theater Camp is for, to grow inside young people an appreciation for the craft overall, not just acting and not just directing and everything like that, but getting a whole holistic look at what it means to theater. So explain what the camp's all about.
Yes, the University of Guam Summer Theater Camp has been around for several years, and every year they've managed to be able to bring out some great productions. And the idea is not just to have a show, but to be able to give the children and teenagers a taste of what theater is like. And so there's so many benefits to be had with theater. And we talk about things like how to be able to use those skills in everyday life and when they get older. So they do learn a lot of things. One example is being able to understand choreography, teamwork, that's huge, and to be able to have fun.
Now, see, that's the way, people probably like your age, because, we're about the same age. You and I, we grew up, knowing theater as a metaphor for life. That's kind of got lost with, with DVDs and with digital entertainment and with music. And, that kind of stuff's all tremendous. But there's so much more, like you just said, to the theater than performing. There's rigging the lights, there's direction, there's all the backstage stuff. And young kids, when they're exposed to that, they really take an interest in it.
There's a big difference between watching from the audience and then actually being there on stage and being inside the show. And so when students have the opportunity to be inside the show, they have a better appreciation for things like the movies and the games that they play. And so all of these are skills that they will be able to bring with them into adulthood. And it really gives them an opportunity to be able to figure out what they want to do when they get older.
Now this year you guys are doing an outstanding production, well, a classic, if you will.
Yes, this is Kipling's The Jungle Book.
Excellent.
And very exciting because this is the first time that we're going to have an alumni-run summer theater camp. And so Tina Kalilung and Jerome Ocampo will be leading the group. And they're really just going to focus on getting these students to have a lot of fun and to create Guam's version of The Jungle Book.
Now, The Jungle Book itself, kind of the moral of the story is young boy kind of finds his manhood growing up in the wild and, discovers who he is as a person and, is tempted by evil and, has all these different ways, learns about the value of friendship and everything. Most people admittedly would only be familiar with the Disney movie of the same name, probably not the book, and that's just the way, the way things happen, myself included. How are you guys planning to present the book and the play?
They're really just going to focus on getting excerpts of the book itself and to be able to capture the most important parts, to be able to give them an understanding of things like learning about yourself, maturing as a person, responsibility, being able to work with other people. And so just as an example, the Jungle Book was really used with the Boy Scouts. They embraced the Jungle Book and they used it with all of the team building skills that they used.
Yeah, for their virtues and, like the vow that they take as Boy Scouts.
They use the Jungle Book as one of their foundations.
Very nice. Okay. So because this is a camp, kids are going to be exposed to this, day in and day out. What's the average day like when a kid goes to the theater camp?
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. They get there a little before 1 o'clock and they stay till about 5. And what they do is they come in and they start off by doing a lot of team building exercises. They focus a lot on games, so they learn through games and exercises. And then from there, as the weeks progress, they'll start learning their parts. And then the exciting part is when they actually find out who gets what part.
Excellent. So have you any openings left over? Are there still slots if people want to sign their kids up?
Yes, there are openings available. So I would recommend that parents and guardians sign up their children now until I believe June 7th is the last day for registration. But the camp starts on June 17th and it will end on the 19th with the finale show, the big production where we all get together and actually watch The Jungle Book.
And we will cover that for you and we can't wait to. All right, it's an excellent book.
Awesome.
Denise, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and good luck. And stay tuned, everybody, because KUM News Extra will continue You're watching KUM. We'll be back in a moment.